I would just like to start off this video by saying that I'm basically going to be coming out with a guide every single day on all the decks that I've played so far, and there are about 16 decks that I've played 10 to 20 games, if not more, of each. So, I don't know, I feel like these are just going to be some pretty good guides that you guys can all check out when you want. There will be links in the description for the specific guide for the deck, and the most recent one as of the making of the video in the description below. And also, feel free to check out my Twitch, which is also in the description below. See ya. Don't mind me playing a little bit of Token Druid. I definitely was texting my girlfriend when I was supposed to be choosing which cards that I was supposed to keep, but luckily I actually managed to keep some pretty good stuff. The swipe I probably would have gotten rid of, but all things considered, considering the fact that this is going to be a Murloc Shaman, I think that this was still a pretty decent keep in general. Simply because of the fact that what's he gonna do, right? Like, I have a swipe, I'll be able to wipe his low health minions, and getting rid of it might have actually just been a mistake. So, I'm actually pretty happy that it was kept. Really, again, like I said in this matchup just a while ago, the whole point of this matchup is to control the board as well as you can, because he's not going to be able to do anything. As a Murloc Shaman, unless he's playing the mid-range version, which means he might have a board wipe on turn 8 with Hagatha, you're probably fine. He's going to have to try to somehow regain control of the board, and you're probably going to be fine. Thunderlord, or Thunderhead, Zap, okay. A bit of a bummer, but like I said, we still have the swipe. This is going to put more minions into my hand, so it's still going to be fine. And this is where the swipe really comes in handy, I feel like. We're going to be able to double trade and then just swipe it and be fine. So we're going to double trade, swipe, and then refill the board next turn. He had to use his coin to do this. I'm left with a minion on the board still, so I might be able to do something with it. And the next turn we're going to be able to play a Mind Control, or a Microtech Controller, and some Squirrels. Feral Spirit's a bit of a bummer. Dreamway Guardians? Yeah, let's just drop them and this and just flood the board. I'm really hoping to get a Pump or a Sea Giant at some point, or a Soul of the Forest, but this is fine, I guess. Like, I'll be able to maintain some semblance of board. That actually went very poorly very quickly, and this is why I'm telling you this version of Shaman might be the best version. I stand by that. Some people were like, no, it's not. It's decent, but it's definitely not even close to the best. And I'm just thinking, like, I think it's probably one of the best versions. I'll be able to play the Squirrel, Soul of the Forest, trade in these things, and then, this is probably fine. We can kill off one of the Murlocs too, and we're left with a very wide board of 2/2s. And now that I know what deck he's going, I know that he definitely doesn't run, like, any other form of removal other than the Thunderhead with some overloads. I was thinking it could be the mid-range version with Hagatha, but I really don't think it is. And then next turn, we pressure a lot of damage with Savage Roar. We could potentially get Snip Snap and Snowball. He's really trying to, like, survive right now. He's going to overload himself quite a bit. He's going to try to control the board quite a bit. I respect it. Next turn, I feel like I'll be fine. Power of the Wild. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted to see. We're going to hit this into that. We're going to Hero Power trade into the other thing. Going to play a Squirrel. And then we just Power the Wild. And even if he does play Hagatha, he's a turn away from being able to play it, especially considering he overloaded himself as much as he did. And now, we just wait. We just see if I'm going to be able to close out the board, or close out the game. How much damage can I have? I have 10, 9, 11, 12. I'd technically be 1 damage short, but he just conceded because he realized he had no other options, because he doesn't run Hagatha, and he realized that I'd just be able to trade into whatever he played, and I'd just be able to top deck options potentially. So, this deck popping off once again on a huge win streak. Like I showed you already, of my past like 20 games, I am, well, now 22 games, I'm 18-4, I think, which is pretty insane. And I've been playing a lot of different decks. I really think that all of these decks are slowly starting to click right as the expansion's about to end. which is a little bit demoralizing. But the point is they're clicking. And, yeah, this is the time when I'm coming out with all my guides, too, so it's a really good thing I'm getting the hang of these when I start coming out with these guides. And I really hope that I'm able to come out with guides for you guys at some point, even after Hearthstone closes. But like I said, there will be links to several different guides in the description. I might even have more than 2. I might throw in an extra one if there's one that I'm particularly proud of or something, so stay tuned for that. Moving on to the next game, though. Another day, another shaman. It's actually not another day, it's the exact same day. We're going to get rid of all of these. We don't want any of these. We want that early pressure to get that early board control. The removal we want is technically Wrath. Swipe is okay, but still too expensive. Give me something better. Give me 1 drops, give me 2 drops, give me Wrath. You know what, I will take 2 of the 3 of those. I will take it. Whispering Woods is nice to have as well. Because I drew Whispering Woods, we're going to play the Acorn Bearer first. If he ends up going Murloc, then this is extremely good for me. He's going an Overload. Interesting. I'm pretty sure this Overload is still the same Murloc deck that we just played, No, I'm pretty sure it's the exact same one that we just played. There really is no special thing about it. I think we're just going to play the Mecharoo as a minion to stick on the board and pass. The Whispering Woods is still going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 out of it. So it's gonna be fine. Don't worry about that. Like, this Explodinator play, or this not Explodinator. Oh, if I misplayed and played the Explodinator, that would be devastating. Still gonna fill my board of the 1/1s, and I'm assuming that this guy's not going Lightning Storm. I think he's still going like the cheesy Overload Shaman. If he is, though, I'm screwed. I just lost myself the game. Actually, it's not entirely true. I could play, like, Explodinator. But, okay. He trades in. That's totally fair. He kills off the Mech. That's a little disappointing. But, again, it makes sense, I guess. And then playing Sea Giant. And then being able to play another minion after I trade some guys in. I couldn't kill that even if I wanted to, which is a little bit disappointing. Is probably my best play. Oh my goodness, that's a little bit depressing. But we're going to play Explodinator next turn. We have a Mountain Giant out, not a Mountain Giant, a Sea Giant out there. Hopefully this is enough. He's going to be able to play a couple of Overloads. He's definitely going to take out some of my 1/1s. This is going poorly. This is taking a turn for the worst. And I'm not happy about it. We're going to kill off a 2/3. Like, despite all of this, he is still technically overloaded, right? So, it's not that bad for me. We can play Explodinator, or we can fill the board more. I think we want to fill the board more with as many minions as possible. Make it as hard for him to deal with my board as possible. Explodinator with hero power is probably another good option. Playing Snip Snap and trying to go wide with them is probably a decent option as well. Oh my gosh. You gotta be joking me. You gotta be yoking me. On the bright side, he's getting rid of a decent amount of his early pressure. Not gonna be able to kill the Thunderhead. But I will be able to kill off the 2/2 and play another Snip Snap. Do I want to play it on top of him? Personally, I don't think so. I personally don't want to because I feel like he could run a Silence. I don't think that this version of the deck runs a Silence. In fact, I'm like 95% sure that it doesn't. But who knows? He could tech something in, and I might as well go wide because this is already enough to kill this off. And even if I pump it up, it's still going to die to something. So we're just going to play another one off to the side, try to get a wider board going, play Explodinator next turn. Whispering Woods is going to be mediocre at best, but hopefully it'll get me something. Doom Hammer's not good. Get some even more things. I really just cannot deal with that 3/4 at all. He's going to Doom Hammer 2 things. That's unfortunate for me. I'm going to be able to Explodinator hero power, deal with it. So that's fine. I really want some minions to stick on the board here. That's all I'm searching for. We're finally gonna kill this thing. Jeez Louise. Next turn is gonna be Whispering Woods Explodinator. It's going to give me 6 minions on board, and hopefully enough of them stick to where I can play Savage Roar and close out the game. We'll take Burst, sure. He's going to kill up a Goblin Bomb, keep him alive, probably, and that's going to just be a whole mess. Yeah. Darn. Theoretically, though, I'm still not that much in trouble, right? He's taking a lot of damage. I'm going to Whispering Woods Explodinator again. It's going to be a lot of potential, well, a lot of just potential in general. And if I can get, like, a minion to stick on the board for when I play Savage Roar, we're golden. We're golden. We just need to get, like, a minion to stick. Because the Goblin Bombs are going to do 4 more damage, minimum. And if one minion sticks on the board, the Savage Roar will do 5. Hero Power will do that last bit of damage to do 6, and we'll win the game. Unless that's Taunt, in which case, we're screwed. But he's not going for a wide control here, which is interesting. I feel like he should have killed off the 1/1s, rather than the things that literally can't attack and are just doing damage to him. But, you know, whatever floats your boat, dude. He's probably now realizing his mistake because he's used 2 attacks. Now the best he can do is kill off 3 of my guys, which leaves 2 of them up, which means I still could theoretically win. Oh, no. He has no taunts, though. He's probably really hoping for a taunt. That makes sense. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to be able to get one. I'll take some damage from that. He's down to 5, and then we just play Savage Roar and win the game. Whew, those are some pretty close games, I'm not gonna lie. Let's look at my win rate real quick. Just overall. Because my win rate just keeps going up. I love it. My overall win rate is at 60% now. My god, that's actually super impressive. Like, over my past 25 games, I'm 21-5. I've gone from rank 5 with almost no stars to rank 2 with 3 stars. There might have actually been 1 or 2 more losses in there. Maybe it's 21 like 5 or 6 or something, but still really, really strong. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. This deck has still got it. I'm starting to learn the matchups. This is actually a deck that I haven't really played before. I've played the Overload Murloc Shaman and straight up Murloc Shaman, but I haven't actually played like any straight up Overload Shaman with the, like aggro Overload Shaman. So I'm really happy that I had a chance to play that. I'm really happy to see that this deck actually still has a pretty decent chance into it. I did get pretty lucky with Whispering Woods and a really good Sea Giant. But he also got lucky because I had 0 response, no Wrath, no Swipe for his Thunderhead, so I don't know. Overall, it was a very, very, very good game, in my opinion. It was close, and yeah, I liked it. I liked this deck. I liked the Overload Shaman. If I had more spaces, I'd try to play it, but Hearthstone only gives you 18 deck slots, and I have 1 wild one and 17 normal ones, and all of which I play and cycle through relatively frequently, and I already have a lot of Shaman decks. But if you want me to try this deck, I do not have Doomhammer, which is the limiting reagent, but if you do absolutely want me to play it, I could totally craft it and see where I go from there. Anyway, again, hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.